Hey, how's it going? I'm trying to set it up, but it's not working. I don't know how to do this. Let's see if we can find a filter. Is that better? Or that filter? Oh, that's fun. Or black and white. Maybe black and white would be better. Let me know if you guys can hear me because I can't see the chat on my phone, but I do have the chat over on my computer, so I'll probably be looking at that a ton. So I apologize in advance for not knowing where to look. Hey Ellen, how's it going? Yay, you can hear me. Ooh, Mission Viejo, not far away. Cool. So yeah, I'm still have my computer on because I wanted to be able to reference it. Hey Sue. And I think the problem last time was not that I had it on like sleep so that I don't get incoming calls. I think the problem was that I was doing it on my AirPods, and my AirPods like to go back and forth between my phone and my computer. Like they're always trying to sync with one or the other. And I think that was what was causing all of the blips. So hopefully this works. We're a little bright, so I apologize for that. Hi, for than what I get on the phone. So, ooh, we got people from everywhere. I'm excited. And you guys, you can hear me. Give me some thumbs up in the stream. See, it's like delayed for sure on my computer, and I'm wondering if that's causing a problem. Hey, Laura. I'm back. All right. So hopefully it works this time. We'll give it like the 3 strikes thing. And if for some reason it's super glitchy like last time, then we'll like call it. But hopefully we'll last a little bit longer this time. Lord knows I've been having so many problems with YouTube. I should hopefully be able to do a silly live stream for a change. So welcome everybody. Hi, Rose. I think you're in the right spot. Am I in the right spot? Hey, Ronnie. Look at you guys. You all know each other. It's so cute. So, welcome to my channel. Welcome to my room, my guest room slash filming room slash office. Hi, Rosa. I hope I know you. I kind of know you, you know. But according to YouTube, you're all robots. According to YouTube, since September 14th, no one has watched my channel but robots. It's been real fun. None of you are real. You're all robots. There's Lucia. All right, I'm just gonna let you guys talk to each other because, I'm kidding. You're just a bot. That's right. None of you are real. You're all just my imaginary robot friends. It's so sad. So I'll let a couple more people filter in, and then it's not really tea, but I can spill the tea on what's been going on with YouTube in case you guys don't already know from all of my messages on the community tab. Hey, Jesse. And then we'll also talk gift exchange, which you guys are just going to help me with a couple of details. Maybe we'll just get everybody to kind of put their input in and decide. Right? I know. I have a strong 2,000 robot army of friends, which is not too bad. And then we'll talk about that gift exchange, and you guys know that I love Google Forms, so I'll just use a Google form to set it up. I know, gift exchange, right? Like all of us who get subscription boxes don't already get enough stuff in the mail. I'm like, let's get more stuff in the mail. Oh, it's so, I like seeing, thank you guys for showing up on a Sunday, especially again after it was so glitchy. But like I said, I'm trying to stay consistent with doing the 8th of every month because obviously it shifts from month to month, and that way it's like just whenever you can make it, and like that way it's just a monthly thing. And, like I said, I'm going to talk about the future of the channel a little bit, just in case I don't get all of this sorted out with AdSense, then I might have to shift what I'm doing here a little bit. Um, so is it now, because I use my phone for all of my time, so forgive me while I look over at myself on delay, which is super weird. So it's 5:03. Give people a couple more minutes to get in here. I've got like too many screens going on right now. It's so much easier to read it on my computer. And now it's like buffering. I'm sorry, you guys. Hopefully, it'll just happen every once in a while. So that was my thing, Sue, because I was like, I wanted to do like at 8 on the 8th every month, but then I realized that that would make it like way too late for Midwest and East Coast. So I was like, well, I'll do like 5 because it'll be 8 o'clock somewhere. So there we go. It's on the 8th at 8 for you, Sue, just for you, because that's my lucky number. I know, right? I was like, yeah, I feel like people might not show up if it's at 11 p.m. Plus, that's like I figured it was like a good time for me because like on the weekdays, my husband gets home around 6, so I figured like if I was going live at 5 my time, that would be like really good timing. Speaking of which, I know it's a Sunday, so it's not really happy hour, but I hope you all have something to snack on or to drink or something. I am drinking I am drinking a high noon, which is it's like a canned cocktail, so it's kind of like a vodka. I like the pineapple. It looks like water, so it looks like I'm being good, but really I'm being a little bit bad. And they're kind of like White Claws, but they're not as sweet as White Claws, and supposedly they're made with real fruit juice, so I don't feel as bad. But it's been a rough week. Like my one of my jobs, I have a few different jobs, but one of my jobs on Friday afternoon tried to like get me to start work on another project, and I was just like, you can't start a new project with me at 2 o'clock on a Friday afternoon. Ooh, you need to do a live with your mom at your mom's house, Lucia, so we can get you like both on the guitar. I know, it's a whole can. It's not that much though. It's like one of those like lighter seltzers, so it's not like wine. I was gonna crack wine because it's so like it's actually like rainy and cold here. And so I was like, oh, like a glass of red wine would be good, but I feel like then I'll just be useless for the rest of the night and I actually have to like do stuff. Oh, thank you. It's a little like Christmassy, but I thought it works for fall now that it's getting like darker. I hate the time change, you guys, because in Hawaii, we don't do the time change. We're like Arizona. We don't, whatever it is, spring forward and fall back. And so ever since I moved to California, I like can't stand it. Ooh, okay, it's not that cold. It's not that cold here. You guys, or Lucia or Sue or those of you who do this on your phone, I have to look at the camera, right? Not like at the screen. And then I also have my computer over here. Yeah, right? Like, because then you feel like the day's over. If at like 4:30 it's dark, you're like, yeah, I'm gonna put my pajamas on and I am done. I know, but you can't like see the camera, It's like just that like you can't actually like see it. But I figured this would be the best. So, ooh, snow. I want snow. Now that we like can't travel as much, I like want to be anywhere but here. I know. So supposedly, like we had voted here to get rid of the time change and not do it in California anymore. And then they decided, even though it's by state, like the whole West Coast needed to do it. Oh, I didn't realize it was hi Alicia from Treeline. So they decided all of the states on the West Coast had to do it because they didn't want it to be like some did and some didn't. And apparently Washington is what's holding us up. Oregon and California are okay with getting rid of time change, and Washington wants to keep it. All right. Oh, wow. There's like a bunch of you in here. So you guys have to help me. Just like I said, I can't always see all of the stuff unless I look over and it's like delayed on my computer. Yeah, exactly. Dang that, Washington. Are there any, is there anybody in here who lives in Washington? You're holding us up on getting rid of daylight savings. So yes, I did. By the way, Rebecca noticed I changed up the art because there's like a ton of stuff above my head that nobody ever sees, and I was like feeling like I was representing San Francisco way too much by having that Golden Gate Bridge poster in the background. So I moved one, and it's in the shape of like a heart, like like an actual heart, not a cutesy heart, but it's actually all of the freeways and highways of San Diego. So it's like the heart of San Diego. Get it? Oh, good. When is the next 8th? Let me look yet again somewhere else. It's on a Tuesday. So December 8th is a Tuesday. All right, so what should we talk about first? Should I talk about how YouTube is screwing me over, or should we talk about gift exchange? Let me know. Because those are the two things on my agenda is to we'll talk about them at the same time. One sentence each, one sentence each. Okay. All right. So yeah, exactly. I agree. I agree. I'll be quick though, Jesse, so we can get to the gift exchange. So the good news is though, with the gift exchange, I'm going to do a Google form and then I will put it in the description for this live when it posts. And then that way everybody can go to the Google form and fill it out. And I'm only going to keep the gift exchange open for like 48 hours because I don't want it to get like too crazy. And I feel like then it'll really be people that visit the channel a lot, instead of people who like randomly come upon it. So I'll probably only keep it open for like a few days. I know. I'm like so excited for the gift exchange. It'll be really fun. Okay, so with YouTube. So if you haven't seen any of my posts on Instagram or on YouTube on the community tab, there is a whole thing that is happening right now to me and a bunch of like smaller channels. So most of the channels that I've seen that this is happening to are under 100,000 subscribers, which is considered small. A lot of them are around like the 50,000 range. I'm one of the smallest ones. I know someone told me on the community tab that they've seen a channel that has even less than 2,000 subscribers. But basically, and so I didn't know what was going on. And so I feel a little bit better knowing that it's happening to other people. But on September 14th, so like I watch my analytics a lot. Yes, it was. And so I watch my analytics a lot. And on September 14th, I noticed that my daily revenue like dropped by like a good amount, like, but there's fluctuations every day, and it kind of was on a slow uptick, like just because I'm getting more subscribers and stuff, but it just kind of depends on what videos I was posting, how long those videos were, how many ads were going. But I noticed on September 14th for like a week, my ad revenue every day was pretty low, like it was like 75% less probably. And then for the last week of September, it jumped right back up and I was like, oh, okay. Like it was just like a weird thing. I have no idea. So then at the end of the month, AdSense like kind of goes back and just reconciles everything because it's all just estimated revenue. They're like, we have to filter out the invalid added activity or anything else. So it's all just estimates. And that's happened before where like it'll go up or down by a few dollars. Cause again, I'm not making like tons of money. My channel's super small, but it would go up and down like no big deal. But I noticed that it went down, and I knew it would because of that week in September, the 14th to the 21st. But then when I went back, so like the graph was like this and then it dropped and then it went back up. But that week completely flatlined. Like they said, I made no money at all. So this is like the first week of October. I'm like writing to them and being like, how come it like flatlined? How come like the adjustment is like to zero? And then first they were like, oh, we'll investigate. We'll see what's going on. And this is with YouTube support, which is not really that supportive. Really, they just like cut and paste different paragraphs and like send you to help topics, which are not that helpful. So exactly, they absolutely ScrewTube loves to screw people. So at first they like seemed really helpful, and then they wrote back to me And they're like, we've investigated thoroughly and determined that that week it was invalid ad activity. And then they just send you to a help topic. And it's like, invalid activity can be caused by you clicking on your own ads, which I don't do, you asking people to click on ads, which I don't do, or things that are not in my control, which is there could be third party bots or apps, or it could be like other like viewers accidentally clicking on ads, which I was like, okay. So that's when I like posted and was like, hey guys, don't like click on ads unless you're actually interested in them. But it was still seemed a little suspicious to me that all of my traffic, like all of my traffic, all the views that I got on those 7 consecutive days were apparently invalid, which just seems like logistically impossible. But because my revenue had gone back up, I was like, all right, like after like 5 exchanges with them, I was like, I'm over going back and forth with them, and my revenue's back up. So, okay, it was a blip. Cool. I'll just like remind people, like don't click on ads. And then like around October, for me, it was originally October 12th. But now it's October 10th. But anyway, I noticed, so my revenue was like back up, and then all of a sudden, hey Heather, it like dropped again by about 70-80%. And I was like, uh-oh, this is not good, because this was back like early October, like after the first week of October. And I was like, this is what happened that week in September. And it looked like I was making like a little bit of money, but then at the end of the month, they took everything away, right? So, but even if it's an accident, or if it's like third party or sabotage, it's still my responsibility as a creator to prevent it. Even though they admit it's totally out of my control and it could be a third party, it's still my responsibility. So then I noticed it dropped again, like I said, October 10th, and I was like, this is not good. But I was like, a lot of people were like, oh, maybe it's the election, maybe it's this, maybe it's that. So, I turned off political ads, and then I also was just watching it. And for the entire month of October, from October 12th, it was just super low, like $1 a day. And I was just like, this is what's happening again. And then sure enough, at the end of October, on like November 1st or 2nd, I went back into my analytics and it flatlined. Nothing. I made no money. So I wrote to them again. And now they're like used to it because it's happening to other people. And they sent me the same automatic response that was like, oh no, sorry, that was all invalid activity. I'm like, you're telling me that for the last 3 weeks, even though I pointed out to you that there was something fishy going on my account, because again, my like revenue dropped by 75% for no reason. Like it was nothing about my content or anything. And they even admitted that it was nothing to do with my content. Hi, Priscilla. So they're like, yep, it's all invalid ad activity. Oh, and by the way, there's been so much invalid ad activity on your account that you should be careful, because we might suspend or terminate your account. So then I was like looking into that. And so there have been people who have been getting their AdSense or their monetization basically suspended for like 30 days. And then on top of that, if you get your AdSense account like suspended or canceled, you can appeal. But if they deny, that means you never get an AdSense account again. Like you can change your IP address, like you can never have it again. So that's why when I noticed in November, like so I saw one YouTuber today, like he's been experiencing it, but he's like, since November 3rd, since the election, my revenue looks like it's going back up. I can't guarantee that it's gonna like stick until the end of the month, which is another problem, like that we don't actually know until the very end of the month if we get to keep that revenue, if they're gonna take it all back, right? Even though it's like 20% of what I used to make, they could still take all that back. So I noticed that like all the way through November, from November 1st all the way through November 6th, it was still super low. So I was like, they're just going to take all this money back. And I was getting really paranoid about them shutting my AdSense account down forever. So I just turned all my ads off, because I'm like, if they're not going to pay me, you guys shouldn't have to watch them. Like, so I just turned my ads off for now, because before I found out on like Twitter and everything that it was happening to a lot of other people, I thought, well, if it's third-party bots, right? I have not received anything since September 14th. So, I mean, I got a little bit in October from September when it wasn't messed up, but like for October, I only got paid for like a week. So it's been a total of like almost 5 weeks that I haven't been paid for, like the September 14th to the 21st. and then the last 3 weeks of October, and then for so far in November. So I turned all my ads off because originally I thought it could be bots, and because there's people who like to, like hackers that just like to mess with YouTube. And so it's not about like me or my channel or anybody else's channel. They're just trying to mess with YouTube's like analytics and algorithms. So, right, and there's a reason that it's only happening to small channels, right? Because if it was happening to channels that have over 100,000 subscribers that make them a ton of money, then there'd be a lot more of an, because what happens is they say it's to protect the advertiser, and if they find that there's invalid ad activity, they refund the advertiser. So I'm like, so what's to stop the advertiser from just like putting bots on people's channels that invalidate things? But again, even if there were bots, even if that was the cause that bots were doing it, it's not 100% of my traffic. You know, there's like the handful of you guys that watch all my videos every day when they post, like, and it's saying none of that was valid traffic. So there's a whole hashtag going on Twitter, but it's really not getting any attention because election, which again, understandable. However, there's people who have like 50,000 subscribers and like this is their main source of income, and they're like losing thousands of dollars. But because we only get paid once a month, and it's like almost like 3 weeks after the end of the month, and we don't know if they're going to take all that money back until the end of the month. Like, I was just so afraid that they were just going to shut my account down that I was like, well, I'm just going to turn ads off until I see that like some other channels it's getting reconciled. Because for me, it like cleared itself up for a couple of weeks. Like the last week of September and the first week of October were fine and back to normal, and I got paid for those 2 weeks. But then for the whole last 3 weeks of October, I didn't get paid, and it looks like I'm not going to get paid for that first week of November either. But it is consistent that it started for everyone. For most people, it started on September 14th. Some people didn't start experiencing it until later in September. I'm not going to do Patreon yet just because I don't feel like I'm big enough, and there's a lot of like tiers happening. So right now I'm doing just buy me a coffee, which I like because you can do a membership, but you can also just do like a one-time $5 thing. And a couple of you have already actually donated that way, and I super duper appreciate it. But I'm hoping that I can just do that to float me until they get this sorted out and that it happens soon. And then unfortunately, you guys, I'm going to turn ads back on when I can. But yeah, it's interesting, and it just seems like very, do you know what I mean? Like it just seems very random that like my channel got picked up and swept up into whatever is messed up with their analytics. But it's really frustrating because they're not admitting that it's a glitch on their part. They're just doubling down and saying that it's, you know, their analytics are correct and all of my traffic is robots. Yeah, I will start putting it in everyone starting like tomorrow, or actually I think it might be in today's video. But I just set it up yesterday, so I put it in the community tab, and then I just feel kind of awkward about it because, like, again, just like with Patreon and stuff, I don't really have like merch or anything to give to people. I'm thinking of like sending everybody who like donates like a Christmas card because, you know, just to be nice. But you know, it's just a little extra to hopefully just get me through this speed bump. But now I've lost, like I said, like 5 weeks, and my plan was to just like leave it off for like the whole month and hopefully things get sorted out. But like I said, they started putting a banner on my YouTube analytics saying like, hey, if this keeps up, we're gonna suspend your account, which again, like that would be like the worst thing. Because but in my mind, the way I've justified it, you guys, is because um, I thought it would take me a year to get monetized, and then it only took me 9 months, which I'm super grateful to everybody for helping me achieve that. So in my mind, I'm like, well, let's pretend that it takes me a full year. So I've lost a month. So I really have like another 2 months that I can, like, till the end of the year, basically, for this to get sorted out for me to start getting ad revenue again. But that would still be like kind of within my goals. Yeah, so like the only thing we can do is really like try to keep it thanks. Thanks, Jesse. There is that. So that's the other thing is like I want to keep my AdSense working because I want to be able to have other revenue like Super Chat. But, you know, again, according to YouTube, you're a robot, but you're a very nice robot, Jesse. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you again, Kelly. I really appreciate it. They do. Yeah. I mean, you guys are so nice. Stop it. I mean, stop, but don't stop. It's just, I don't know what to say. I never thought I would actually get a super chat. This is a very exciting moment for me. But yeah, so there's that, and there's buy me a coffee too. So I know I'm like, I don't know what to do. You're gonna embarrass me. So anyway, that's the whole thing going on. So I know, like, I don't use Twitter. I know, no means no, but it's not with super chats. Um, so that's the whole thing that's going on. The hashtag, if you use Twitter or if you're on Instagram or you want to at YouTube, is no, I have my AdSense on. My AdSense is on. I've just turned ads off of my videos right now, so I should still get that. Yeah. Um, so it's the hashtag is YouTube wage theft. And again, I have like 10 followers on Twitter, so I'm not really like helping or anything. Um, but that's where we're trying to like get it trending so that hopefully there's enough of us small channels that are affected, that YouTube pays attention. There was a Forbes article, which I feel like was, um, you know, at least it's getting a little bit of media attention, but again, they're doing it only to small channels under 100,000 where we don't really have much of a voice, and also like, they're not going to do that. They're not going to take all of that back and refund the advertisers 100% to the channels that make them a ton of money, right? And then this way, with the smaller channels and being like, refunding their money, like, even though that hurts YouTube too, because they're supposedly giving back their money as well, like, then it's a way for them to like comfort the valid ad activity. So it's just a way for them to like legitimize their analytics, which are obviously flawed because, again, you guys are obviously not all robots. Thank you. Thank you, Lynn. Oh, those are so cute. Those are like the cutest little things. So I might have to resort to doing more live streams if it keeps up this way. But in the meantime, you guys, please enjoy my ad-free videos for the month of November. It's ad-free November on High Noel. I know. I'm pretty sure if we all had robots, we would have them doing more useful things than liking videos and liking ads. So it was good though. They did admit to me that it's not my content, because I was like sort of worried about it, and it has nothing to do with my content. It has nothing to do with my links. It has nothing to do with my hashtags. So it's nothing. There's literally nothing on my end that I can change to do anything about it besides wait and try to like make a stink and hope that the YouTube gods smile down upon me without getting mad at me. So, that's what that is. It's like, I feel like it's like identity theft where I just like am one of the random victims of this. But like I said, it made me feel so much better realizing that it's happening to other channels, because I was getting nowhere with YouTube support and I just was like, I didn't know what to do. So I know, you guys, we have to like help Lucia. Well, so like Lucia and I like chat every day, and I was just like, all right, by the end of the year, both of us better be making some AdSense revenue. And I'm like, I think you're probably going to be making AdSense revenue before I start making it again. But you guys, thank you for the support, the super chats, and even those, and the buy me a coffee stuff has been so helpful already. And um, hopefully it's not for too long and I can start forcing you guys to skip ads again. um, so I'm glad this is working out. I'm sad that I can't use my AirPods because it is like usually easier for me to hear you guys on that, but this is working fine. Nice job multitasking, Kelly. So, and then maybe like Lucia and I will have to do like a thank you live stream from a winery, since we've been talking about doing that. Thanks, Rebecca. I'm wearing socks right now because it's that cold. As much as I say I never ever wear socks, I am wearing socks. I'm wearing socks, I'm drinking, I'm talking to my YouTube friends. I know. So I'm just kind of watching because, like I said, like most of the other YouTube channels that this is happening to, they're just leaving their ads on because they want to see when it changes, and when it goes back up. But like again, mine is, it's saying I'm making like $1 a day, which I was making like 5 times that a day. Not that $5 a day is a ton, but I know that it's wrong because it's still only showing $1 a day. So I just shut it down because I don't I don't want them to shut my AdSense down. So it's so weird looking at myself like with a 5 second delay. It's the weirdest thing ever. Yeah, But at the same time, like, then people were like, well, screw YouTube, like, don't do it anymore. And I was like, well, I can't like do that because now I've like developed all these relationships with my subscribers and the boxes. And the other thing is like, I'm getting screwed and not making any money. Noel, I've been trying to think of a like name for my community. There you go. You're the Noel bots. I like it. That's another thing the C and I were all talking about. Like, Sue has her super troopers, and I'm like, what the heck am I gonna call my people? You're Noel bots. Or no bots, like robot, but with a no. Noel bot is cuter. Um, but so I want to keep the channel going because I've created the no bots. I know it's really cute, right? I know bots. um, so I want to keep it going. I want to keep working with all the companies that I've been working with. But the good news is that they are, my views are still up. Like my subscriber count is still very, very slowly going up. So the sub boxes that I'm working with, they're still getting the visibility, they're still getting the promotion, I'm still getting to share those with you guys. I know. So then I was starting to think about thanks, Melissa. So then I was thinking about how I need to create merch, and obviously my merch is going to have pineapples on it because, I talk a big pineapple bots. Yeah, pineapple bots, Noel bots. I like no bots though, just because it sounds like robot, but yes. And then we can like look back and be like, oh yeah, back in 2020 when we were all robots for that 5 weeks. Please let it only be like 5 weeks. Um, and then my other like ideas for like merch were just because I know there's certain things that I do and say, like I say the word definitely and actually. Like if you ever wanted to make a drinking game out of my videos, drink every time I say definitely or actually, and you will be drunk by the end of 20 minutes. So I wanted to like make a shirt that just said definitely, period, actually. And then also very, very, because I say that a lot, even though I'm an English major and I shouldn't be like repeating it. So definitely, actually, no bots. That's what you are. Yep. Oh, robot pineapples. Yes. What do we think? No bot or Noel bot? I think no bot's good just because then it's also like you're not bots, but it rhymes with robot. I don't know. Um, exact. Noe bot. No bot. No bot. I think no bot. How did Lucia spell it? Spell it again, Lucia. The dots are hard. No buts. The E is, I know, the umlaut is hard. Hi, Justin. Oh my gosh, that was, you guys, Justin and I went to the same high school in Maui, which is like real small. There were 56 people in my graduating class. That's crazy. So, aloha. That's so cool. That's so, so cool. Um, it was like, so you guys know that I teach yoga. I obviously haven't been teaching yoga for the last 8 months, but like a few years ago, I was teaching yoga, and this guy who like I knew from 5th grade in Maui walked into my yoga class. Like, what are the chances on that? So I went to a very fancy school. Justin and my high school is very fancy. Like a lot of the people that went there did amazing things. Although I have to admit, like I feel like people thought that I would probably be doing bigger and better things than fighting with YouTube over a few dollars a day. Uh, well, he's probably here because I was complaining on Facebook about YouTube. So Had to see what all the drama was about. Oh, that, yeah. We have famous people from our school because Cisco had his moment of fame as well. Um, but yes, I went to school with like my small high school in Maui had famous people come out of it. I definitely have had people from my college be very, very famous. Are you? See, I feel like I don't want to be like the victim, but at the same time, there's been so many times with this whole thing going on where I'm just like, why me? I'm not like one of these like 50,000 subscriber people. I'm like, that's like my dream to have 50,000 subscribers and then be called a small YouTuber. Oh, no bots. So we get the E in there. It makes it a little more feminine, right? Oh, and then we could like make the O into a pineapple, right? That'd be cute. Both of the O's could be pineapples. I don't know. Yeah. Rebecca will design it for us because she's the artist. So see, this is perfect because again, like Lucia and I talked about it so often, we're like, we need, like Christy has her sunshine squad. We're like, we need to like build community and have like something to call our community people. And I didn't want to like call you all pineapples. Didn't have the right ring to it, but no bots, since you're all robots. None of you are real. You're all my imaginary robot friends. What famous people do I know? Well, I don't like know them. They're not like my buddies. I just went to school with famous people. So, yeah. No e-bots. It's like Wally. I love Wally. You are very nice imaginary friends. Yep, we have like pretty famous authors. There'd be people went to fancy schools. I mean, I went to a fancy school, but again, I'm a yoga teacher. There's definitely people who've been like, really? What you wound up doing? Originally, you guys, I wanted to be a college professor because I like watched, Dead Poets Society and thought that is what I wanted to do. And then when I like went into academia and graduate school and stuff, I was like, I do not want to teach a 4-4 course load and, you know, in the middle of nowhere trying to get tenure and starve for the rest of my life. So I've never actually like, I have accepted graciously that I don't have a career and I've always been like what people pleasantly and I think kindly call a hustler, and I just have like a bunch of jobs all the time. Ooh, that's a pretty good one. Yeah. Seaberry. So usually when people like meet us and about out and about in the world and they're like, oh, what school did you go to in Maui or in Hawaii? And they're like, did you go to Punahou? Because that's like the school that everybody knows. I know nothing about soccer. I'm terrible. I am not a good sports person. My husband loves baseball, so I've learned about baseball. And then, ooh, Rebecca, you so fancy. I have an MFA. We have the useless fine arts degrees. Exactly. I was thinking Lucia's got to love the football. Oh, I just moved that there, Justin. Before it was a print of the Golden Gate Bridge because behind me, you can't see, but there's a bunch of other stuff and it's my California wall. And then the master bedroom is all Hawaii art. And then the hallway is all like travel art that we've picked up. Wait, what you two? Yeah, it's a heart with all of the roads and highways and freeways of San Diego. To show you right now, my room is a mess, so no house tour right now. Oh, you just speak multiple languages, Lucia. You terrible, you uneducated thing, you. I freaking love school. I wish I could be a professional student, which like my husband thinks is crazy. But as many degrees as I have, it doesn't seem to be paying the bills because again, I'm fighting with YouTube over a few dollars a day. I felt like I was really like I was like on the uptick once I like, hit 1,000 subscribers and got monetized. And then once I hit to like 2,000 subscribers, like a couple weeks ago, I was like, yes, we're like making progress. I might, so my real goal, you guys, is not to be like a YouTube star, but it's just, like I said, I always have a lot of jobs because I work as a editor, like a freelance copywriter and editor, but I really don't like that work anymore. I used to really like being an editor, but nowadays I have to just like take whatever work I can get. So I work with a software company, which is very interesting because I work with the software company of my ex's brother-in-law. Very weird connection. And I really don't like the work that I do there. And then I also do like freelance editing. And I actually just got a job offer from a I just got a job offer from this guy who started an editing company back in college. So like 20 years ago. And he's starting another company and wants me to work for him again. But which is great because again, it's something that I know how to do, but it's not like, you know, I actually really enjoy filming and doing product photos and stuff for YouTube. So I really wanted to have this make me enough money that, ooh, you really fancy, Alicia. You, my no bots are smart. Dang. So I really wanted the YouTube to make me enough money so that I'm a little bit pickier with the other like freelance writing and editing gigs that I have to take. Thanks, Jen. Oh, yeah. Thank you guys. So so that's all of that. We have to hope that YouTube gets there together so that I can make a little bit of extra money so I can say no to some of the other jobs that I don't have as much fun to do. Patience, right? Yeah. Seriously, you guys, like, we are a very degreed community. So we might have to like, I don't know. I don't know how to put that on dream merch and put like little graduation caps on pineapples or something. Have them holding diplomas. I used to teach for Core Power until they shut down. So I heated vinyasa for 10 years. But it was like, yoga was like another side hustle, side gig for me because I started going with like my ex's sister, and I am very like type A and stuff. So they had a deal where it was like, a free week. So I went every day. And then I was like, I'm going every day for a year. So I went every day for a year. And then I did their teacher training. And then it's just like YouTube. It was kind of one of those things where I was like, I feel like I could do that. I'm going to try doing that. And then it became a thing that I did. So that's what I did with yoga. And so I kind of felt like this overlap with, I started my channel last year and then started doing this last year. And I was like, well, the yoga's probably not coming back, at least not looking the same way. Like it's never going to be the same. It's never going to be a class of like mat to mat, 50 sweaty people just like moving together, which sounds very not like me, but like I was really into it at the time. So it's never going to be like that again. So I was like, oh, this is like a natural transition. Like the universe provided YouTube for me as like new hobby that I can actually make some money off of so that I can say no to the other boring jobs. And then I was like, oh, or YouTube's just going to take all my money and I'm going to have to do the rest of the boring jobs for the rest of my life. Oh, just you guys stop. Seriously, everybody in here is very impressive. So my husband is a physical therapist. Thank you. Thank goodness, because he is, he's still technically in healthcare, but like out of harm's way. And at the same time, like he never ever stopped working. Like even through the shutdown in the very, very beginning, he always went to work. So so thank goodness, because he's been very supportive of my YouTube journey. And he was even the one who was like, just try to get monetized by the end of 2020. And so then when it happened like earlier, like at the beginning of the summer, he was like, hey, you're like ahead of what we expected. So that's why I'm trying to like take this in stride and be like, it's all right. We didn't really think I was going to be monetized until the end of the year. So, let's give it some time to figure it out. Dang, Angel. I know. So I used to like joke because I taught yoga and he's a PT. So I was like, I break them and then he fixes them. So I need more drinks. I realized I'm like not centered in the screen. Oh well. Mm-hmm. Except he gets like really like he doesn't like to do physical therapy at home. Like when I would like, hurt my hamstring, I'd be like, I need you to like work on my hamstring. He's like, no. Yeah, I don't know how long he'll be supportive of my channel if I can't make any money on it, but Um, um just in case, because I want to make sure that we get to our gift exchange stuff, just in case people need to jump off, because I didn't realize we've already been on here for like 45 minutes. Crazy how fast that goes when I'm talking to myself and my no bots. So gift exchange. So let me go to my Google form that I've started creating. That's good, because then I don't have to like look at myself. So basically it's a Google form, and I'm just gonna let people like sign up to participate, and it's just got your name. I'm gonna ask if you're like US or Canadian, and then hopefully I get enough like Canadian people that want to participate so they can be in their like own group, just because shipping is expensive and stuff. Bye Justin, thank you for coming. That was so nice to have you in here. Um, so I'm gonna do that, and then it's got like, just like a lot of my other forms that I've done before, like what categories of stuff do you like? If you like books, like what genres? If you like jewelry, are your ears pierced? What colors do you like? Stuff like that. And then just like a little like message section that's like, well, also like what scents do you like? What do you not like? What are your favorite colors? And then just like a little like blank space that's like, any other like hints for your gift giver, like if you're, or if you have like allergies to things, or if you're like, I really just want chocolate and hot cocoa, or I really would love some warm fuzzy socks or whatever. And I want to keep it open, and definitely, especially with like us subscription box people, I'm sure there's lots of stuff that you guys have received that you want to regift that you just don't have space for. So definitely feel like you can regift stuff, if it's in good quality and everything. Definitely feel like you can make gifts. And then when I just wanted to set a price range that includes shipping, like originally I was thinking $20, but then I was, if you do a flat rate large box, that's $20. So Jesse was even suggesting that it might need to be a little bit more than that to cover, like, if you want to like add something else, if you don't get a bunch of subscription boxes and don't have a bunch of stuff you want to regift, like, but keep it small and manageable. And then the other thing is just like realizing that this is kind of an honor system, right? So as much fun as we all have, like putting together our little box and gift for someone, like the box you receive, like they might have had to stick really closely to that budget, and they might have like made you a batch of cookies, acknowledging your allergies, or like, or they, like you just have to know that like the gift that you give is just like any Secret Santa, right? Like some of us are going to be able to put more effort and money and time into it than others, and just be excited that you get something. What? Oh, I just totally missed that. I gotta find what that big chunk of text was. Oh, there's lots of stuff that I don't like. Everybody's, I don't like rose scents. I don't like bath bombs. Right. So Jessie needs a little bit more of a budget because she doesn't want to do any homemade stuff. No, you don't have to be a YouTuber. That's the whole thing. I want all of the Noel bots to get to participate. You tried to love it. I know. So that's the thing. It's like, I can totally see somebody being like, and there's a like painting that my kid made. And you're like, yay, I'm so glad. I don't like pink. I know. So it's definitely just, if you're participating, like have an open mind. So that's why I have the form where, there's going to be check boxes and stuff, but really it's kind of a little bit up to you in terms of saying like, don't be so specific and be like, I want the candle from the February single swag. Like, you can't be that specific or like that picky and be like, I don't want this, I don't want that, I don't want that. then the way I'm going to do it is like random number picker. Basically, I'll do a random number for who my person is, and then it's all on an Excel sheet, and I'll just have everybody's like, you know, number 22 will have number 23, number 23 will have number 24, because it'll all be random just depending on when you guys fill out the form. And then I'll just email each of you, because obviously you're going to put your emails and your mailing addresses in there, so you'll know who your recipient is. Yes, that is correct. I know. Okay. No bots. I know. I say the same things all the time. Be nice. Be nice. Oh, I'm sorry. We should put that on a shirt too. No bots buffering. Am I still buffering? Am I back? And now I'm just getting the buffering sign from you guys, but on my computer, it's still working. Okay, good. Thanks, Kelly. So anyway, you guys, so we need to decide on a budget, and you have to like gift giver beware sort of thing. Just understand, like, hopefully, you know, people are honest and good about it. And then I want to set a deadline for when you have to send your gift by. So my thought was you need to send it by December 8th, just because you guys know that I like the 8th, and then we can chat about it in the in my December 8th live stream. I never buffered to you, Lucia. It's because I love you. So you know what you have to get is the emoji that's the ... dots that looks like you're typing, because that drives people crazy. Because then they just keep waiting and waiting, thinking that you're typing. It's kind of evil. To the person by December 8th. Thumbs up. Oh no. Rose. Yep. Yep. That's right. You're all getting bath bombs and socks. So December 8th, I'm going to open it up. Once this live stream posts, I'll put it in the community tab too, so that people who aren't here right now can join in. Well, there's like a good number of you in here. Thank you again, you guys. Oh, really? Okay, that's cool. I just figure it's going to be like very, of the Virgin. It's going to be very, okay, so we're sending our gifts out on the day of the Virgin, you guys. Oh, really, Mary? Am I buffering for you too, Lucia? It's because YouTube heard me talking about them. No, this is open for everybody. So like everybody's just gonna fill out the form, and then once the questionnaire closes, and like I said, I'm only gonna keep it open for like a couple of days, then I will email everybody who your recipient is with like all their information, like their preferences, their likes, their dislikes, their address, and that's it. Good. So we also have to decide on budget, including shipping. So, you know, if you want to, like, you don't have to spend it, but we should probably like have a limit. For those with channels, we can make a playlist. I will put you in charge of that, because I think there's actually going to be like enough participants that are not people with channels. So, and it's not something that I plan on like opening on my channel anyway. So it's really necessarily going to drive traffic. Oh, we can do that. I mean, we could do that, but like my gift to my person might just be like a thing. You think $30? Yeah, that's pretty, and that includes shipping though, right? So depending on if you do like flat rate shipping, which is like what I really like to do, flat rate shipping, or if you're just like, I have nothing to give, I'm going to spend like $20 and $10 in shipping or whatever. Bye, Dee. Thanks for coming. All right, so $30, I'll put that in the form. Everybody, again, on your honor. Hopefully, I don't think any of us will screw each other over. I have a feeling most people will be super generous, and you know, if you're lucky enough to have an unboxing channel person be your Secret Santa, you're probably going to wind up with like a good amount of stuff, is my guess. So that's the gift exchange. Does anybody else have any other like logistics that you think we should discuss about the gift exchange? It's going to be a Google form. I'll keep it open for like 48 hours. I'm also like reserving the right to like delete anybody's who looks like sketchy, you know, because I feel like I'll get a good idea if you know, it's fine if it's somebody that isn't in the live stream or that like doesn't comment a lot, but you know, just from their preferences and stuff, I feel like I'll get a good idea if they're going to be good about also sending a gift as well. Maybe homemade foods in COVID. Maybe no homemade foods, you mean? There's going to be, Tanner, there's going to be a Google form in the description of this video when it posts. So any other like thing? Yes. So no food, but you can like packaged food is fine. Like if you want to send somebody chocolate or something, if that's like what their dream is. So yes, because I wanted to put a little bit more detail in terms of prices, what we're allowed to spend and stuff. Oh, hi, Ronnie. All right, so that was me complaining about YouTube. Fingers crossed you guys send some good positive energy and thoughts to YouTube that they start giving me money. Oh, hurricane, that's not good. And gift exchange, once this posts, I will post the link to the Google form. I'll also put it in the community tab. Yeah, I think it'll be fun. Hopefully it works out and everybody's like good about it. But that's why I figured like if we all send by December 8th, then it should work out. Bye, Alicia. Thank you. So that should, I think that'll work out. And I think it'll be just like a fun little thing for us to get to know more. Bye, bots. Anything else you guys want to chat about before we like wrap it up? Right? I love seeing all of you guys in here. It's so nice to like, I mean, I know it's still like a really strange format where I'm just talking at you and you're typing and stuff. But see, then I feel like it says like Noe bots. Are you Noe bots or no bots? Bye, Alicia. Bot. Boop, 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 boop. That's me speaking to you all in robot because you're robots. Agreed. Have a good week, everybody. I will sign off. And if anybody else wants to chat, hit me up over on Instagram or something. Oh, hi. Thank you. Thank you. And thank you all for all of your continued support. And keep watching because, like I said, ad free right now. Yay. All right, you guys. Have a great night. I'll see you guys soon. Bye. I don't know how to turn it off, but I'm going to try. Don't pronounce the, but it says no bot. Bye.